So when you call a cab, do you ever wonder whether the driver is sober behind the wheel? A new state law requires cab companies to drug test drivers. ABC 15's Sarah Goldenberg live in Old Town Scottsdale tonight. And Sarah, cab drivers you spoke with think this is a good idea.
Yeah, that's right. The owner of Scottsdale Cab Guy, he thinks this is a good start, but he also thinks that the law should address consequences for drivers who are caught under the influence.
Friday and Saturday is when the cab drivers really pay their bills.
It's Friday night in Old Town Scottsdale, and Thomas Simon is ready for a busy night.
Safety is probably number one with us and with most cab companies. I mean, you have somebody in your cab, you're responsible for them.
Thomas, owner of Scottsdale Cab Guy, already is ahead of a new Arizona law requiring taxi companies to randomly drug test drivers once a year.
I realized that one of my drivers may have been using drugs, and so immediately we decided that we needed a drug testing policy.
Thomas thinks the law doesn't go far enough.
The law says nothing about what you do if somebody is found to be using drugs.
His customers, who often grab a cab because they're too intoxicated to drive, say the new standards are reassuring.
It makes perfect sense. I mean, if you have a cab driver that's, a little bit sketchy, you want to be able to make sure that he's not doing anything and getting behind the wheel, taking that chance.
Cab owners will have to shell out some extra cash to drug test their employees, but Thomas says it's worth it.
What is the cost if a driver goes out and gets in an accident and is impaired?
Now, the law applies to taxi and limo companies. They actually have to keep all of their testing records of every employee just in case on hand.
Yeah, something certainly makes sense. I mean, most people take a cab, especially when they're going out, just to avoid being in a car impaired. Thanks so much, Sarah.